All right, so my guess is here we're correct.
So, you may have heard the news. Some of Carl's things have gone missing. That includes the pictures and mail I brought you earlier. I promise I didn't steal it. But I did borrow it. I'll return it once we're done. Let me deal with my family in the meantime. Oh, I guess that means I've officially confessed.
This has got to be Sam.
I'm a Roottrees. I assure you I have a reasonable explanation for the secrecy. I'm about to do something big the family doesn't approve of. If you could just wait a little bit longer, I'll tell you more, in person. I'll return after 15 more blood relatives.
How does she know that I have this many? Is she fucking snooping? All right, hold on. This photo was tucked inside an envelope with a letter beneath a candle in the corner of his office. The letter says, "To Carl and Brenda, I'm sorry that you were unable to attend the funeral. It's traditional to have it as soon as possible, and Ernie, more than anyone else on Earth, knew how busy your job can be. I've enclosed a Shiva candle, identical to ours, if you'd like to pay your respects, though it's not expected for those outside the faith to do so. Ernie was a man full of love, not only for his family, but for his family's legacy. He had an immense amount of pride for the work you three did together, as well as how Carl has carried on for him after taking over." Now I can swap Miracle Jr. No, I can't. Oh. I see. Fascinating. I don't know why. I don't know why I believe this to be the way that it is, but I think it has to be the way that it is. But I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I guess, do we think this counts as red hair? If it does, then who the Shrek is this? This might be right. This might be right. I'm guessing. They seem related. I'm getting that vibe. They have the same color eyes. Guys, am I going crazy? Have I completely lost the plot? I see. Okay. Those two look enough alike that I can figure that out. This has got to be this guy, right? Or is it this guy? It's really hard to tell. Ugh, it's tough. Ernest Madsen. Who the fuck is Ernest Madsen? We gotta find these people, fellas. Wild Bill Williams mentioned in the magazine's lifespan with stories and gossip about who he'd public. First mentions his first roles was under his real name, Walter Forsythe. All right. It is time to make big leaps in logic. Just big, fat leaps in logic. Because we got to figure it out. He looks older. He looks younger. Pregnant again. I don't have enough information. I don't have enough information. We don't have enough information for this, guys. We know that one of these kids' names is gonna be we know one of those names is gonna be good. Second is the interview, he doesn't mention her by name. You determine context, he's talking about Gwen Roottree. An apology to all the ladies, I'm actually taken. Earlier this year, I did a friend a favor. He was directing a war movie and asked me to play a small part. Wouldn't you know it, the son of a bitch cut me from the picture. I'm just ribbing. It wasn't his fault. Apparently, the studio didn't want to pay for a star of my caliber. I got the last laugh, though. I met someone. She spent most of the film crying. She was playing a soldier's wife. But even though through the tears, she was incredible. I know I tend to have a reputation, but this one's true love. I only have my eyes on her. The third is a rumor that his divorce from Gwen was due to multiple affairs, including one with another actress. An American reader on vacation in Paris claims to have overheard Wild Bill and Gwen arguing in public while she was holding a baby and visibly pregnant. Not long after, Gwen announced she was divorcing Wild Bill and that she was pregnant again, giving this rumor more credibility. Gwen. Alliteration, so we'll honor both our family names. How would you honor Walter Forsythe's, like, the F family name with alliteration there? I don't think this is Ernest Madsen. I need to do more research on Ernie, but I just don't know. don't know. Ernie Jr., Guy Hudson. Okay. Few fan sites for the band Jim and the Diamonds seem to mention that he used to make music with Clark Rafferty. They mentioned an album called These Times. CJ and JD, C and J plus D released one single called These Times. Die Hard Dazzler scanned the cover and noted it cost him over $200 at auction. Apparently, this was Jim, Roottree, and Diamond LaRue's first song together. It also mentions that it was performed by Jim's cousin and Diamond's sister. That it was only somewhat similar to Jim and Diamond's later works. Hold on. C and J. Clark and Jane. Yep. Here we go. This might be a big piece. I was right. This is Clark. One of these is Clark.
Life is life, love shall be. Me for you, and you for me. Someday will come, though, that this tree will be the last of what was we. With passing years, all paths diverge. Rivers rambling, onward surge. One source behind old memories.
He sounds kind of like Kermit. Oh, man.
Tell ourselves these stories older, dwell on warmth, ignore the colder, probably yearn for what could be, rose tinted by youth's memory. So act as though these times ain't fleeting, love still flows, our hearts heart beating. For now ignore fate's destiny, two roads that cross once at this tree. Someday these times will all be over. All be over. Dew dries on the morning clover. Morning clover. So take my hand beneath the tree and carve your name with me. These times are ours for free.
All right.
Someday these times will all be over.
Raffer Tunes. Clark Rafferty LaRue's advertising firm. He has an advertising firm. On there's an about page, and you find this picture labeled the inspiration for the famous Super Bowl ad campaign. Below that is more detail. Clark was in a department store getting a family portrait with his wife and children. When his wife was trying to get his youngest Katrina to calm down for the picture, he had an idea for the Super Bowl ad. He was an advertising guy. Hey. This is gonna blow the case wide open, fellas. I haven't even looked at the notebook recently because why would I? Oh, actually, shit. That can go. Which one is which? Dude, this guy's so baked. He looks like the guy in John Dies at the End, the movie adaptation. I can't tell who is who. I'm gonna put him there. Okay. Close this. Oof. Inspiration for the famous ad campaign, the Rafferty LaRue's. Clark was in a department store getting a family portrait with his wife and children, and while his wife was trying to get Katrina, his youngest, to calm down for a picture, he had an idea for the Super Bowl ad. LaRue Jane. I mean, I assume that's got to be her, right? This is rough, guys. This is crazy hard. These two are together and these two are together, maybe? I can't tell. Who do you think is together? I guess these two. Oh, wait, hold on. CJJD. So this is Clark, and this is Jane. Yeah, this is Jim and Diamond. Dude, that's brutal. Did this guy date sisters? Is this what's happening? Is that what just happened? I think this is like highly extremely possible. But like, what fucking happened here then to make them not LaRue's? You know what I mean? No, because Jane became Del Vecchio. Ooh, let's Google this. Jane Rafferty. Oof. Okay, Kim Rafferty. The Roottrie Maple Super Bowl commercial from 1994 has a family bickering in a department store, and the father bites into a Roottrie Maple Crisp. Time stops and a jingle plays while he dances down the aisle. As he does, different things in the department store become Roottrie candy. For example, a bed that the father crosses into becomes a giant chocolate bar. The jingle, Need the Rest, went on to be featured in other commercials with other scenarios. Famous Super Bowl jingle, Roottrie Maples, originating in Super Bowl commercial jingles. When you're surrounded by madness and mayhem, search for the best. There's nothing there to share, but let's face it, you need the rest. Make some of the recent news of the plane crash. There are a lot of results for Roottree's extremely popular candy products. Their official website is unstable due to the traffic. History section. The Roottree Candy Company was founded by Elias Roottree shortly after he married his wife Gwyneth. Anderson Family Farm, and I explain the page, has no CEO, no stockholders. Instead, it is run by a president with input and votes from extended family. The site does mention that every president has been a direct descendant of Elias and Gwyneth, including Carl Roottree, listed as current president. The product that put them on the map were 5 pieces, maple candies with 5 different flavors that are dipped in a crispy, crackly coating. Since then, they have to branch out to countless other products, all of which incorporate maple in some way. Yeah, root. Okay, we got that one. Maple crisps. Most recent product, introduced in 1992, series of circular crunchy wafers coated in nuts and chocolate maple flavoring. That actually sounds super good. Former president of the candy company, Ernie Jr. We have to find Ernest Hudson. Or Ernest Madsen and Guy Hudson. Where are all of these names coming from? I'm so convinced Kim LaRue... Oh, this is going to be bad. Scary Trees, Sound of Laughter, Diamonds, Dazzlers. Oh! Diamond Dazzlers name is official fan club for Jim and Diamond. You find a forum post called Cool Things You Got in the Mail on a random forum about video games. One reply mentions that Jim and Diamond still send out Christmas card every year to Diamond's Dazzlers. It's accompanied by some pictures as well as some history about the fan club. Apparently, even though it is no longer available to join, Jim and Diamond still honor it themselves personally. There's a fierce debate in the subsequent posts about whether that's cool or pathetic. Among the pictures of Christmas cards from the years when it's relevant, the card from 1996 included pictures of Jim and Diamond's young son Wolf, as well as a note about his daughter's band, the Floozies. Floozies are an all-female punk band operating out of New York City. They're mentioned in passing in an online review from earlier this year. Apparently, they were the opening act for the band the reviewer actually came to see. The reviewer writes that she normally doesn't review the opening act, but this one was unusual, and not because of music. The trio was extremely cagey about their identities. The reviewer asked the venue who they were, and she told them they were rumored to be children of other famous musicians. Didn't want to be why the band became popular. The reviewer also mentioned that for an underground band with absolutely no following, their equipment was extremely expensive. Not only were they selling CDs, but they only cost $1. They probably were losing a fortune. The reviewer said although she bought a copy, she would be unlikely to ever listen to any of it again, except maybe Beef Baby, the 7th track. There's no picture of the Floozies performing live, but the cover of the CD they were selling, Conquistador, has been added to your evidence. Floozies, all blah blah blah, Beef Baby. Dude, I'm a Beef Baby. You can't actually find anything else about it anywhere. With a name like that, isn't it hard to subjugate on the subject matter, isn't it? Could it be a euphemism or about a newborn cow? Perhaps the Floozies are holding a grudge against a toddler. It certainly piques your curiosity if only you had the time or resources to look into it further. This is Wolf. Okay. Go back here real quick. His daughter's band, the Floozies. Okay. Christina Roottree. Jim and Diamond. Since 1996. Guy Hudson. Fancy Flavors was an addition to the 5-piece product line for less than a year in 1979. It was Guy Hudson's first and most cited move as president of Roottree. In an attempt to cater more towards what he thought was the average person wanted, Guy looked at his own wealth, which was often a source of envy for others, and decided to tap into the idea that if they added fancy flavors to 5 pieces, anyone could live like the wealthy. This philosophy led to a flavor in 5 pieces that was meant to mimic caviar. 5 pieces sold less that year than it had any other year except in some foreign markets. It was very quickly announced that caviar was meant to be a limited flavor and would go back to normal as soon as possible. That's disgusting. $1979. Okay. I don't know who you are, lady. I don't have any idea. I have no idea. No idea who you are. Who are you? Gwendolyn Morden. I don't know. This is so scintillating. Andy. Okay. I mean, I totally got it. That is for sure who that is. If we can just lock in like 2 more. Why is he called Ernest Madsen? Who is Ernest Madsen? How do we get to Madsen, fellas? How do we do it? Lauren Roottree. I gotta re-research Lauren. Patsy. That's the other one I need to search. My brothers all seem to pursue passive knowledge. The most rebellious thing any of us ever did was bring home someone who would be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Yeah, so one of them married a black woman. But is this generation or their brother? Conquistador. Candy, Nikki, Nina. I mean, this tells you right away this is Candy. This is so bad. DM. Stephanie. Oh. Oh, this is so hard. Section on upcoming talent, Modern Music Monthly predicts will make it big. But the LaRue sisters got their start doing session work for their great uncle's record label. If you remember any songs from the 1960 to 65 featured voices of kids, they were probably involved. Credited as the Lucky LaRues. Now that he's passed, they've moved on to bigger and better ventures, and they're going by their full names. Diamond and Jane have been touring with some famous faces. Ever heard of the Roottrees? We're going to release an album. Youngest Kin is with Step Role taking over for one of the children in Oliver. Del Vecchio. Nope. Raffertunes. Clark. Rafferty. Skip It or Flip It has a short, pithy blurbs about new records. An album called These Times listed a single under Skip It column. These Times, a new single by C and J plus J plus D. Clark, Rafferty, Jim Roottrie, and the two LaRue sisters. Amateurish folk style songwriting is catching at times, but ultimately doesn't do anything new. This is brutal. This is brutal. Let's search Candy Roottree. I feel like I have a lot of guesses here that should be correct. So clearly some of them are wrong. Elias C. Roottree, I should search. Guy Hudson. Fancy Flavors, that's what I should look up. Am I crashing out right now? Ernest, what was it? Ernest Madsen? Where was the article about him being a real life Willy Wonka or whatever? Ernie Jr. Okay. Second cousin Carl. Okay. All right, let's look at this. So Carl is a second cousin, which means Ernie is somewhere up here. Or no, Ernie is somewhere around here. Ernie Jr. is on the same line here. So... Gwyneth Madsen. Nicole Madsen. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. So it's a second cousin. So it's someone on this line with the last name Madsen. Ernest Madsen is there. So I'm gonna make a guess. And say this is Ernest Madsen Jr., which means this is Roottrees. No, Morden. And then this would be Caroline, possibly. Morden. Or one of these two would be Caroline Morden. No, CM, Caroline Morden. This is Caroline Morden. Which makes this someone else. Because this is... Where is she? Her. Stephanie Landon. And she's in politics. Oh my fucking god. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Oh, and I was right about the LaRue sisters. Oh, that's nasty, dude. That sucks. Dude, look at this. This sucks, man. Fuck you, dude. Dude, that blows. Oof. Ooh, that's rotten to the core, dude. Rough. I also think I got these two dudes wrong. Oh, that's a goddamn bummer, dude. Oof. Ooh. Damn, that's rough. This dude's a scumball. Dude, total sleazebag. Yikes. Shit, man. Okay, so I don't think I got these. But maybe I did. Let's look up Angelica Morden. Oh, I already looked that up, didn't I? November. Is this November? Eli M, Jim Roottree, Clark, Bonnie, next president Guy Hudson. I don't know. I don't know how to whittle those down. Let's search periodicals again. Starlit. Ooh. Robert Roottree. Ronald Roottree. Walter Forsythe. Damn. I am gonna figure this out. I'm gonna do it. Clancy Roottrie Jr. Look through some of this. I guess I should look up what a Shiva candle is. Hudson. Bonnie Hudson. I mean, this is like the only way I can imagine this works. I don't know. We're just throwing names. We're just throwing names out there right now. Damn. I'm just not using the notebook because everything that I need is on here somewhere. Gotten all these. Red rocket Roottree. Those are handled. What are we thinking? Do we have any idea? I gotta look up Carl Roottree, right? I mean, I feel like I've already done this, but all right, Guy Hudson, along with twin sister, are no strangers to the public when it comes to Roottrie snacks. They both appeared in the company's advertisements as children during the Boys and Girls Agree era. Now Guy is taking over the Roottree company at the end of the year. Who would have known that one of those two adorable redheads. Guy credits his mother and father, Angie and Christopher, with providing for his fiery due. Okay. This is Angelica Morden, which makes these completely wrong. Hold on. Finding where Ernie Jr. goes is like crazy. And so this is gonna be Guy Hudson. And Gwyneth Hudson, right? Or Bonnie Hudson. This is making my brain melt. But there are two Madsen daughters. That's the thing that's like super confusing to me. I guess they could both be here. I don't know. Go back to the computer. Good night, Autumn. Guy's uncle and current president, Zachariah, decided to take an early retirement to focus on traveling the world with his wife. Zach was quoted saying, "Now that our daughters have started families of their own, Clara and I plan..." Okay, Clara Lansing. Now we have here daughters. Unknown female. Morden Caroline. Morden Gwendolyn. Boys and girls agree. Okay, hold on. Guy's uncle and current president, Zachariah. Okay, so Guy's uncle. So Guy is on this field somewhere. Yes. His mother's brother. So, okay, we found out who Guy is. Jesus Christ. Angie and Christopher. Hudson Christopher, yep. Okay. Successful 50s ad campaigns. One of the ads listed is from the late 50s. Boys and Girls Agree. It is a series of television magazine ads for Roottrees chocolate bars. I'm going to search this too. Nope. Both of them agreed that Roottrees is their favorite. First advertisement in the series was the most memorable due to the bright red hair of the boy and girl involved. One of the magazine advertisements has been added to your evidence. The ad campaign describes the premise that boys and girls are often diametrically opposed, except when it comes to one thing, both of them agreed that Roottree is their favorite. Is this Zach and... what's her name? No, it's not. it's Guy Hudson and Bonnie Hudson, probably. Is my assumption. So is that Bonnie and that guy? These are the two with red hair. Oh boy, how are we supposed to find any of this information? I feel like we're so close, but we're so far away. She looks pregnant, which is why I'm confused. But maybe she's not. I don't know. I feel like that's like a way that pregnant women hold their stomachs. What am I missing, chat? What am I missing?